How's it going, everybody? Here to make another dreadlock update. At 4.5 years right now. It's December 30th, 2014. I started my dreadlocks on June 25th, 2014, so we're at 4.5 years. I'm sorry that I haven't made that question and answer video. I've been meaning to, but you know, it's got put in the back burner and I forgot. So I'm going to do kind of like a compilation. So I'm going to do some questions. I have like 6, and then just going to give you guys a little bit of update on how this last 6 months have been with my hair. So the first question I get often, I wrote them down on a receipt. The first question was, how many dreads do I have? So I have 25 dreads. That's including the Congos. So it's Congoed, I count them as 1. So I counted this one as 1, and so on and so forth. But without the Congos, if I count each Congo as what they are for tips, I have 34. So I have basically 9 dreads in mixed with my Congos. My washing cycle, I wash once a week when I can. I've been using basically Dr. Bronner's with tea tree oil, like 8 or 9 drops, and baking soda in a little squirt bottle. If I can't do it once a week, I try to do it once a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe at latest. It all depends on time. My dry time right now is kind of like 7 hours, so if I wash it in the morning, it'll be dry hopefully by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's a really long, lengthy process, so I can't just do it every other day or twice a week, because I just don't have that much time, because it just takes that long to dry because there's so much hair. So that's what happens. All depends on my schedule. If I have more time, I'll wash them more, and if I don't have more time, then washes get a little bit more spread out. Somebody asked me if I like pancakes or waffles. I would prefer pancakes because I'm Canadian and we like our pancakes maple syrup. And trimming, I got asked a question about trimming. I would not trim them. If I were to trim them, I would cut them. I feel like I've grown them for so long that it would be hard to, you know, lose some of the length. But my brother actually said, like, why don't I just cut all where the Congos are and then go from there? But I don't know. They just had them for too long, and I wouldn't want to lose any of the length, like I said before. And sleeping. I haven't really had too much troubles with sleeping over the years. I've heard like lots of people put like a sock or something, or like a hat, or sleep with like a buff or something, or a towel. But basically all I do is I put all my hair behind me, so like this, and then I'll usually sleep on my side, or I'll just sleep on my back and then just kind of put them over to my shoulder. That works quite good for me. I haven't had any real problems with sleeping. The odd time if I wake up in the middle of the night, like I have hair all over my face, or kind of gets tough with the girlfriend, but she's used to it, so you know, it's not that big of a deal anymore. Yeah, so that's the questions. Not too many. I'm sure I've missed 1 or 2, but that's okay. I can answer them in the comments. But yeah, so 4.5 years with the dreads. I'm still kind of happy with them. They're kind of, I feel like their lifetime's coming to an end, I would say, because it's been quite a long time, and I don't know. I'm not saying I'm getting tired of them, but they are a lot more to handle on a day-to-day basis, just because of length. You know, get caught. I took out all my beads out of my hair because when I would sit back on a chair and lean back, I would have beads pressed against my back in the wall or back in the chair, and they would kind of irritate my back. So I decided to take them all out. I had like 15 beads, which is weird because I've always had them in my hair. So I decided to take them out for a change, and I haven't really put them back in. So, you know, I don't mind the non-bead life anymore. But yeah, I'll show it to you how they are. Like, I just keep saying they don't change too much. Maybe get a little more length here and there, but as a whole, like, they've kind of remained constant this 6 months. They track a lot of fluff. Got new bed sheets in. There's been fluff everywhere, so I've had to pick fluff out of my hair this week at home. So I can give you guys a spin and then show you some individual ones and do a little more talking. So So these two I've decided to put together just because the front one was a little weak. So these two are growing together now. So they're formed in one root. Same thing with these two. These two are together now. This is still my longest. Pretty much the whole length of my arm. Show you the congos in a bit. This one, this was an early one. This is another one. I don't know, I would say this is probably my second favorite, just where the placement is, because they're both placed pretty evenly. I use them to tie my hair up, so just kind of wrap them around and fix them up. Show you the base ones. Base ones. So this was my first Congo. I've decided to cut it just because it looked really straggly, and this used to be the end of it, and I just kind of cut it off. And then this is going with this one. So that's one of my base ones on my left, and then this is the base one on my right. Well, my left, your right, I guess. This one. This used to be the hammer. It's since fallen out, and this is probably the longest on the base. I got the tail. Cool thing with the tail is it's got a weird end to it. Basically, it's fallen out, and then it's conjoined from basically here to here. That's when I started. There's a hole in it, and then from here to my root is all locked up. So it's kind of unique in its own sense. This is my big one. It's the Dreadlock, the big guy. That's a 3. And the other big Congo. Oh, there was another question. Have they always been flat? They're flat because I don't do anything with them. I don't palm roll or anything, and I think from sleeping on my back usually or on my side, some of them are a lot flatter. Also, the Congos have basically joined a bunch of roots, so instead of them going like this, they basically just kind of stuck together like that and become flat. So let's spin around, show you guys the main of it. Basically touching my waist, head straight. So they are quite long and they are quite hot. Sometimes I wear them like this. Sometimes. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing over the years. I think I'm at 515 change. I don't think I've hit 600 quite yet, but I want to say thank you to everybody for subscribing over the years. It has been a long time, and I'm very happy that I've had some of you guys from the early months to now, and it's great to see that everybody's still keeping up and still being interested in seeing my videos. I guess what's on the agenda for the future for 2015 is I hope I can make a video in June. That would be my 5-year anniversary. Depending on how everything goes, I might have them until then, or I may get a haircut before then. I'm not too sure. It'd be great to hit the 5-year milestone, but it all depends like how I feel in the summer. It gets hotter, like I need to wear a hard hat. So I'm not too sure how it's going to go, but I'll keep you guys updated and everything like that. And I hope everybody had a great Christmas if you celebrated. And I want to wish everybody a safe and happy New Year. And good luck with the resolutions. And if you're starting your dreads, do it. Don't worry about it. And if you're thinking on cutting them, just really think about it, because once they're gone, they're gone. So give one more little spin, and I'll close it off for 2014 for my 4.5 year kind of update. It seems so long. This is the little head wrap, or the head trim of the bird's nest. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Thanks.